Hey Taurus, how are you guys doing today? It's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do your September 2019 general reading. Thank you so much for coming out here and joining me. If you're new to my channel, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it and you come out to see me again. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate your support. It means a lot. Alright, now it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but if it does, just give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. And, yeah. Alright, oh, write me a comment. That's what I want to do. I'd love to hear from you. Alright. I was doing your meditating. I meditated on your energy already, and I just felt like you needed to, I wouldn't say almost like take a pin out of something. Like maybe you were holding off on doing something and you shouldn't. Like, don't wait for whatever it is. I don't know if it's in work, it's home, whatever. Don't wait for it to take care of itself. It's not going to. So whatever it is that you need to do, and you know, if it's you, you'll know what it is that you may be putting off, like procrastinating it a little bit. So it probably would be best for you to do it, because it's not going to take care of itself. It's just going to get maybe a little harder. It could be taxes for all I know. I don't know. It just feels like something that you've just been putting off. Okay. Let's see. First thing is we got the High Priestess. All right. She's very aware. She understands herself, life in general, the aspects of life, but she's not very open. She doesn't share too much. So maybe it's like your subconscious. Whoa, hello. That's like your subconscious, kind of like you're not, you know something, but you're not letting go, like you're not letting it out. I always feel like, yeah, she knows everything and says nothing. So almost like if you know something, you're probably not like fixating on it, or you're not trying to delve into it too much. She's very secretive. Alright, then we got the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's moving swiftly, fast decisions. Alright, what else we got for Taurus 2019 September? What else do we have for Taurus 2019 September? What else you got for me? Okay. Alright, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Alright, this came up in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it's like, you're feeling a little bit possibly confused about something. Or you're having like your lack of stability, and you're feeling like insecure, or you lack resources for something. And I don't know why, but like a home construction just popped into my head. Not like you're building a home, but maybe you're like thinking about yeah, I know this word. Like you're trying to fix up maybe a kitchen, a bathroom, and this maybe you're running into just a lack of resources, lack of funds for it. You got the Queen of Swords. She is a very strong energy. Well, this could be your energy at the time. You could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a woman, but somebody with the kind of, they're tough, independent, they're straightforward, they don't cut, like they don't take any of the bull, you know what I mean? And they cut through any kind of bull crap. So that could be your energy, or that could be somebody that you know. don't know if it's at work or at home, but somebody's going to help you with something maybe. Maybe when it comes to the, and yeah, that's what I'm actually thinking. When I saw this come up, I thought like contractors and, like redoing something. And this would be the kind of energy that you would need to work with a contractor, I guess, if you wanted to make sure that, you're getting what you're paying for. I think. All right. Now we got the Tower. This is a quick and sudden ending. Ending. All right. It's something that you don't see happening. Kind of catches you off guard, but it's necessary. So even though it might be painful, not physically, but it might be painful, it might be hard to get over, and it's not going to, you're not going to see the bright side right away, but it's going to be something that does need to happen. Because you can't have a new beginning without an ending, so there's your ending. All right, let's see what else we got. What else you got for Taurus for me? What else do you have for Taurus? Now again, it's like that contractor and redoing home stuff. That's not for everybody. It might be for like one person, but that's just what flopped into my mind at the time. All right, we got the Knight of Swords. Now that's a quick action. All right. It's very cerebral, I'm gonna sort of say. He's kind of like, he's all about, if this is your energy, he is a risk taker. He's very cynical sometimes. If he was a friend of yours, he's like a strong ally, so it's somebody that would always have your back. This kind of energy is, they have unexpected results, so they'll blow in like a tornado. And whatever happens from their, getting involved in it, or from when you do it, it's like, that's like, I picture that, like wind, or Tasmanian devil, from the old cartoon, and that's how I picture it, that energy. But it's more like, it's unpredictable, but it's actually usually for the good. So maybe it's just like somebody who sees stuff going down, and they're like, okay, well, let's try it this way. Or they'll just go ahead and do it anyway around you, because maybe you're just sitting there and being like, I don't know. And so they kind of take over. And the results are unpredictable, but not horrible. And now that could be your energy, and that's where you're just like, okay, your tower fell, so now you needed to, just move things on faster, maybe unpredictably, but move on, all right? Let's see what else we got. What else we got for Taurus? What else can you tell me for Taurus? Okay, the Hermit. All right, now this is you shining a light on something. You're taking a minute to go inside and shining a light on something that's not clear. And you want to think about it. You want to meditate. You want to give yourself a chance to take whatever information that you need in. Okay, so you just need patience and quiet time, maybe. And it probably does have something to do with, it might be directly to do with the Tower. All right, and we got the Seven of Wands. And this Three of Cups, all right? Seven of Wands came up first. And this is like, all right, you're going to maintain control. You're going to persevere. You're going to hold on. And then this Three of Cups is, it's like celebration and community, friendship, and happiness. So let's see if I can put this together a little bit. All right, so you have the High Priestess. And she's very aware of the aspects of life and the aspects of herself. So if this was your energy there, you self-awareness, I guess. you knew what was going on, all right? But you weren't like putting it out there for anybody else to grab a hold of that in a way, I guess. Or it's just your like subconscious that totally didn't make it clear. All right. You just see her. She looks secretive, doesn't she? She's sharing nothing. She knows it all and shares nothing. That's exactly what it feels like. But then you had the swift movement or swift decision. So something you had to do had to happen fast, and the decision had to be made fast, I think. Because then you ended up with having a lack of resources for something that you had planned. And then you were coming in and being like, okay, well, either this is a person that you know, or it's you, and you were just like cutting through all the bull. Right? Just, you weren't dealing with it. This was just going to be like, that's it. So then your tower fell. Now, I don't know what this would be, and if this is yours, you would know, but this could be a job. It could be something, I keep saying home. Something with your house, something with your living, like your condo, your townhouse, like something with your home that needed to be taken care of. And it's just coming, remodeling. That's the word I couldn't think of. That's what it feels like, remodeling. Now, again, this is not for everybody. This might only be for like a small chunk of you, but I feel like that you were possibly going into like some kind of remodeling where you're being involved with contractors or, different kind of aspects of that situation. I don't know if you're getting, putting new floors down or painting, but something where it was going on. You weren't directly involved, but you were making most of the decisions around it. But something maybe went off because you didn't have the resources to be able to complete it or do it. And then somebody had to get involved, probably you, maybe somebody else, but was like kind of cutting through whatever bull was going on with it. That's what it feels like. It absolutely does. It feels like something wasn't out openly, okay? Decisions had to be made quickly. Action had to be taken. Resources weren't there. She had to come in and, cut through things. Then the tower fell. So does that mean like the project ended? Or you just stopped working on it? So then this other very erratic movement had to be taken. So this could have been somebody who was like, a risk taker, ambitious, and going to blow in like a wind. And then it causes you to have to take a minute and just like see if you can figure out shining a light on what happened and how did it happen. And then you have this one coming up with like you're being resilient. But then you have happiness and friends and community. So I'm gonna see if I can clarify these. What's the High Priestess here for? What is the High Priestess here for Taurus, September 2019? Can you tell me why the High Priestess is here for Taurus, September 2019? Why is she here? Oops. All right, okay. All right, we got the Four of Swords. And this is taking a break. All right, you're taking a minute and you're like, all right, well, maybe Maybe you kind of felt something was going on. That's how I feel, yeah. Like you knew something wasn't copacetic. Is that a good word? And that you felt like you needed to take a break from it. So whatever might have been going on, like I said, it could be work. It could definitely be work. Could be in your social group. It could be a business that you're doing. Possibly family, but I'm not really feeling that. All right, so you had to take a rest. I think it's just because you didn't understand what was going on. That wasn't very clear. Oops. And what about the Eight of Wands? What can you tell me about the Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands for Taurus. All right, we got the Lovers. Now this is a life option. Either you're choosing between a partner, like you're choosing one part or the other, or somebody's choosing you, or it could be just a life decision, like something. It's just like something going on with your life, like it's like a way of life. I'm sorry, a way of life. All right. So I mean, it could be, yeah, like I said. All right, so it could be a life option, or it could be a choice of partners. All right. What about this Ten of Pentacles? What can we see with the Ten of Pentacles? Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Ten of Pentacles for Taurus. What you got? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Page of Cups. Huh. All right, now this is, it's a kind of rare, like a beginning of new feelings, relationships, romance, possibly somebody coming in for a romantic relationship, coming into you, or maybe you're going out to somebody else. Well, it would go with the Lovers, but then the resources doesn't really, I mean, unless maybe that was the resources you were talking about. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. What about the Queen of Swords? Explain the Queen of Swords to me. Queen of Swords. What can you tell me about the Queen of Swords? Yeah, the Page can be a new project too. Ah, okay. All right, we got Justice. Now this is when you want to use your logic and not your emotions when you're going about making a decision based on this. It's all about logic, which makes sense because the Queen of Swords is all about logic. She doesn't use her heart for anything. Well, not, her decisions are not emotion based. She doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. She has one, but she doesn't show it as easily as some people do. And so when you're using justice, you want to have primarily logic to be able to make this decision. And what about the Tower? What can you tell me about the Tower? Let's see. All right, the Empress. Okay, now she is. It could be about a relationship. It could be fertility if you're, thinking about doing that, or you might know somebody. Maybe somebody's getting married. But it could be stability and abundance also. So maybe whatever's going on here with this Tower moment, maybe it affected your stability in a good way. Maybe it's bringing you in some abundance. What about the Knight of Swords? What can you tell me about the Knight of Swords? the Knight of Swords here for Taurus? No. Knight of Swords for Taurus. What you got for the Knight of Swords for Taurus? Okay. Alright, the Eight of Swords. Now this is you feeling stuck. Like something, you feel trapped in something, but it's not like you can't get out of it. You just have to put your head to it and get out of it. Like you just need to basically just untie your hands and stand up and walk out between those swords. So, alright, so if let's see, I'm thinking, okay, you need to take a rest. And I think it was like a thought break because you weren't sure what was going on with this High Priestess lady. And she, like I said, she knows stuff and says nothing. And then you had to make fast movements. And then you get the Lover's card. Now this was a life choice, or like a way of life, or you were choosing partners, or somebody was choosing you. And it's a general reading, so it could be flip-flopped. You ran out of resources for something, whatever it is you were doing. But now this Page of Cups is actually reflecting a pot. I mean, it could be, it's a beginning of something, all right? It could be like a possible birth of a child or a project. Like, so maybe you started a new project. So when you were looking for, with these lovers, instead of it being a relationship, maybe it was a way of life. So is it possible? I don't know, I keep fixating on the home, and I don't know if it's like you had a home and you chose to go to something else, apartment or a condo, or you had a condo and you chose to go to a house, like something different like that. And again, it's not for everybody, it's only general, but there's somebody out there who is moving into a different habitat, just like a different, home environment. And I don't know if it ended up costing more than it should have. Or maybe it wasn't the actual house itself, but whatever you were getting done to make it ready for you to move in was costing more. And that's why this Queen of Swords had to come into it. And like I said, she's hard, she's strong, she's not taking any bull. And that's where the Justice would come in, because kind of like you have to use all your logic to work through this. And, because, just getting justice in a sense. For them to say, okay, yeah, we messed up or whatever. Because then you had the Tower, so it was a quick and sudden ending. So maybe if you did have something else going on, it ended on you. Maybe they pulled out. Maybe something went south on that. But it's, with the Empress energy, there's a stability there. There's, it's okay because whatever happened, whatever ended, brought you instability. And then when you had this quick energy of the Knight, this ally or this very cynical. But then you had the Swords, the Eight of Swords, where you were feeling stuck. So, and I guess something would happen like that. If you were in the process of, I don't know, building something, or you had a new project flowing and everything went south at one time, then yeah, you would be feeling a little bit stuck, right? So here comes Mr. Hermit, and he's going to help you shine a light on it. You got to take some wisdom in, and you have to figure out, what your next step is. So we got the Seven of Wands. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Wands. Can you clarify the Seven of Wands for me? And clarify the Seven of Wands. Too many cards. Alright. Okay, the World. Well, this is the completion of a cycle. Alright? So with this resilience of the Seven of Wands, it causes your cycle to complete. And the next card after that was the Three of Cups. And this is having friendships and community and happiness. So I'm thinking, or I'm feeling, like I said, I feel something about a house. There's something about some kind of living space. Trying to get it fixed up, trying to do what you need to do. I don't know if it was for getting, maybe wanting to sell it, so you're trying to get it fixed up, or you wanted to move into it. But, and it could have been actually another whole project that had nothing to do with your house. But that's literally what keeps flying into my head. Like a remodeling. And there's something went on with it, so you needed to, you know, kind of like stop being Mr. Nice Taurus or Mrs. Nice Taurus, and you know, and cut it down. So maybe you had to end it. Whatever it was, you had to end the project. And then you were feeling a little bit stuck, and you had to bring in the Hermit. You didn't bring him in, but you know what I mean. You had to go into hermit mode and just be like, okay, I'm going to be reasonable about this. And you were fighting through it. You're like, I'm not going to take this as a loss. So then you completed that cycle. And looks like everything ends up good at the end. Okay? If this resonates with you, I would love to hear about it because this was interesting. All right? If it resonates, if you can give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, subscribe. If you want to hit the little dingy bell, it'll let you know when I upload again. And write me a comment. I would love to hear about it. And I will see you in a couple weeks, okay? Hope everything works out for you. Take care.